Hi, praise and power. Praise and power, family. We are going all types of live, doing all types of new things. I just want to get us nice and situated. Can y'all see me? Is this thing on? Praise and power. Welcome to a moment of harmony with yours true, Mama Harmony, affectionately known as Mama Harmony by those in the community. But I want to welcome you all to our live stream on Saturdays at YouTube. Thank you so much for your consistency, for your support, for all the encouraging messages, emails, DMs. I am so grateful, and I am not going to grow to the level that the Creator has ordained for me to grow to without the wonderful energy that He has blessed me to have in all of you. So thank you so much for being a part of every moment for me. And I pray that together we get where we have to go one moment at a time. So thank you so much. Today, we are getting still into our series of affirmations. We're breaking down our affirmations, we're dialoguing through them. And the affirmation that we are working with in this week is my dreams require my courage. And this episode in the series is definitely going to be dedicated to my beautiful granddaughter Dream, who is due here on June 10th, because we're talking about dreams. And now I'll never ever hear the word dream without thinking about her and the dream come true that she will bring for this entire world, and definitely for our family. So follow your dreams, believe in your dreams, manifest your dreams, everyone. And today we're talking about our dreams requiring our courage. So I would love for everyone that has written me about, needing to, hold on, guys, I'm sorry. We are like, when you go live, there's like, it's not like Zoom when you can just like figure everything out beforehand. So thank you for being patient. But we worked on so many things to make today's show so awesome. So many things to my husband, my mom, my best friend. There's so many things going on with us, new and popping with a moment because of all the loving hands I have behind me. So thank y'all for being patient as we get this all worked out, get it all figured out. I promise you we'll only be growing and getting better as time moves forward. Thank you for your love and energy. And the goal is to change the world and to change our lives and to elevate to our fullest divinity one moment at a time. So let's have some very incredible moments. But like we said, today's moment is my dreams require my courage. My dreams require my courage. Why is this an affirmation that we've been working with? Why is this an affirmation that is going to be meaningful or fundamental to where we have to go? Because all we do as divine beings is we envision, we manifest, and we create. That goes whether we're envisioning our fears, whether it's things that we don't want, but we are creating them with our great and wonderful powers, whether we acknowledge those powers or invest in those powers or not. So when we talk about having to go to great and incredible places and move forward, we're talking about really understanding what it's going to take from us. What is it going to require? Our dreams require our courage because no dream is just going to come. No dream is just going to happen. And they definitely can't stay in your head. So, how do we get them out? And when we get into those places in life where we're starting to feel like, I have all these things that I want for myself. I have all these things that I want for my future, for the people around me. I have things that I want for my healing and my divinity. And I'm thinking that all the myths that we all have subscribed to, that we just go to school, we make good grades, we tell the truth, we go to church, and our dreams are going to come true. We're going to live these incredible lives. And then we get highly disappointed when life is happening to all of us. Those of us that are not on top of our game, those of us that are striving daily to stay on top of our game, to sustain ourselves, we are still looking, all of us sitting at the end of the day, looking like, what is happening? Why? Because we have to keep in the forefront and use this affirmation that our dreams require our courage, meaning that it is not going to come easy. It's going to take something from us to get where we have to go. So the first part is the reason why our dreams, we need this affirmation so much, our dreams become so difficult for us to wrap our head around, is because we have been taught for such a long time to chase dreams, right? It says, chase your dreams, run down your dreams, go after your dreams, move towards your dreams. What happens when we internalize this type of vocabulary, this type of direction, is we begin to interpret, understand, and manifest that our dreams are not, we don't already have them. There's something that we have to go get. There's something that we have to go and achieve. So when we believe that we have to chase our dreams, it already puts us at a disadvantage for how we get to those dreams coming true, how we manifest those dreams. Because we're seeming like we talk about this external. And why? Because we live in this Western society, and many of us subscribe to these ideologies of greatness being external. And it is the one thing that destroys us from jump. It stops us, it sabotages us at the beginning of the pursuit, because nothing is external that for us. And there's absolutely no external power that's going to move, manifest, and create for us. It is always internal. Our greatest parts of ourselves. I know y'all are tired of hearing me say it every moment, but I'm going to say it until we get it, people. The greatest parts of ourselves are spiritual. That is internal, right? And be in tuned to the internal, because it's going to get us where we have to go. So when we begin to subscribe, speaking of subscribe. But when we begin to subscribe to this external chasing of the dream, it is a disadvantage. It destroys us from jump. It puts us on this hamster wheel, this nowhere fast. Because what we're doing now is looking for all these, go to school to make my dreams come true. Talk to this person to make my dreams come true. Go do this thing, go do that thing. When really it is get inside of yourself. And yes, all of these things will be important, what I do externally, but it's only in alignment with what I'm already doing internally. And when we do it the other way around, we are hustling backwards. So when we talk about this theory that we take on of chase your dreams, we have already begun to put ourselves behind the mark on manifesting our greatest parts of ourselves, manifesting our desires and what we see for ourselves. So we have to say then, I'm not chasing my dreams, I'm channeling my dreams, I'm tuning into my dreams, I am manifesting my dreams, I'm pulling them from outside of me. So that's the first thing that we have to get rid of when we talk about getting into our dreams. We don't chase them. We don't look for them. We don't run towards them. We don't move towards them. They already are inside of us. Every single one of us was born with the greatest possibility inside of us and the worst possibility. We talked about that last week. Every one of us was also born with our purpose, our mission, and our desires. And they are invoked. They are nurtured. They are, worked upon, really brought out and blossomed throughout our experiences in life. They also are trampled on, broken down, and beat down, and diminished throughout our experiences at life. But if you were ever to watch a toddler or a child, you see that child or that person in their truest essence, the loves of their lives, the things that make them excited, and it is all different. To this day, I was just talking to my king this morning, because my oldest son, he has so much trauma, so many things that he fights and battles with, to that he has had to cope with in this real world. But when he was a toddler, he loved growing things in a garden. He loved animals. He dreamt about being a veterinarian. He was born with those desires, right? Of course, his environment exposes him to things and all of that. But really, what you are drawn to is already inside of you. What you are meant to create, what you are meant to expound upon, what you are meant to contribute to is already a part of your soul, your spirit. And that's why doing those things makes you feel alive, make you feel vibrant. But life can stomp that out. You can get out and realize that the things that you dream and want for yourself and desire for yourself, the world doesn't see that for you. The world hasn't set a mold for you for that for you. The world hasn't opened up for you in that way. The world wants to keep that from you, wants to shut you out from that. The world, your family, the environment, the mindset, all of it, racism, sexism. We begin to come in contact with these theories and ideologies that are against us, and we then believe them, we subscribe to them, we surrender to them. But our dream was there. It was there when we came into this world. It was there when the Creator spoke life into us. It was there when the Creator breathed life into us. It was always there. It was never anything we had to chase or figure out or find. It was there. We just needed the environment to feed it, to nurture it, to grow it. And that does not change when we are adults, when we are far past the point of believing. You ask a child what you want to be when you grow up. A child will give you 3 or 4 things. This child at that point understands that they are limitless. They can do anything. They're speaking straight from a heart and a desire, an internal space. The external has not influenced them in a negative way because they have not subscribed to the lies, the discouragements, the disappointments. They are speaking from a God place on the inside of them. And a child will say, well, when I grow up, I'm going to be a teacher and a lawyer and a Ninja Turtle. Right? Because they believe that they can teach. They believe that they can bring freedom. They believe that they are super powerful. And then life begins to take that from us. So we have to reverse that when we talk about chasing our dreams as adults. We have to be like, when did I get limited? When was it that taught me, hey, I can't be everything that I want to be? Well, do you want to be a mom, or do you want to be a professional woman? Or do you want to be a dad? Or do you want to be a basketball player? Or do you want to be a musician? Or, right? We get out, and I've talked about this so many times when I do have communications with people about what their dreams were when they were children as opposed to where they are today. And it was like, what limited? Well, one, we were chasing this idea that was inside of us the whole time. And so we never found it because we never looked in the right place. And the right place was internal. So we lost that dream and we lost the next dream. So when we talk about this myth of looking, of seeking, we talk about what happens to us. So our dreams are going to require our courage. They're going to require our steadfastness, because as we grow, we do understand that a script has been written for us in this society, in the way that life works today, and we either fit into it or that we get stomped out. That's how it works. And sometimes us fitting into our script means we're absolutely going to be stomped out, because that's the plan for some of us too. But I'm saying that when we're going into our dreams, ourselves, it's not about the external. It's not about what our parents did or said or where they were. It's not about what society has dictated to us via media or, propaganda, other propaganda. It's about when I get quiet and I tune in to the God that is inside of me. What and where is my dream? It's there. And what is it saying to me? And how am I moving forward? And what it says to you is absolutely 100% going to require your courage, because it's going to speak against abnormalities. It's going to speak against dysfunction. It's going to speak against what is it called? Complacency. It's going to speak against all of these ills of an immoralistic society. I guarantee you, your dreams are not going to speak to that. And therefore, you are going to need the courage to grasp them, to embrace them, to manifest them. So when we get to say, I'm following my dreams, that means that's something ahead of you. You're not following it. I'm chasing my dreams. That's something out of reach. You're embracing your dreams. So when we move forward, we would say, my dreams require my courage, and I have the courage to embrace my dreams. And we all know we can't embrace our dreams without embracing ourselves. So we have a lot of work to do, but we are here to do the work moment by moment, right? I got you. So also, what becomes a barrier for us when we're talking about this finding our dreams, or now as we say embracing our dreams, is that we have this myth of finality as it pertains to our dreams. We have this struggle with our dreams when we believe that we have this one dream and it's taken us to this one place, and we just have to do this one way to get to this dream. Your dream is a level you get. Okay. You do not get the dream or the vision in your mind and in your heart for you to walk into it tomorrow. You get the dream so that you move and embrace it in a way that it is going to cause you to know thyself. It is going to call you to seek understanding, to seek love and compassion and growth. And that means change, challenge, transformation. All of that is going to be happening when you embrace your dream. But what happens in change, challenge, and transformation is you become the vision that you see in your mind. So when you keep thinking about this finality of this dream, if I could just, this is why, like I spoke up, this is why we have the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's that deal with infidelity issues. And definitely not, no blame, no nothing, because I am a part of the Beehive, unshamingly. And those that Kanye and Kim Kardashian, like we spoke of. This is why you can obtain all the money in the world, billions and billions of dollars, and not be happy, not be fully healed, not be satisfied, because in your vision, you saw yourself a certain way, but you did not embrace the person you were becoming on the way there. The dream is there to challenge, change, and transform you. The dream is there to push you to your limits so that you come out your greatest self. So when we subscribe to this finality, meaning that I'm going to make it, I'm going to make my dream come true. Whenever we hear anyone talk like that, we have to be like, there is no one dream that you are making come true. You are embracing your life. You are moving along this way, and you do have a vision, whether it is to cure cancer, whether it is to bring about freedom and protection for Black women, whether it's to elevate children, whatever your dream, right? But your dream consists of many dreams and many levels. And sometimes we're not satisfied with moving and embracing our dreams because we're so caught up on the faraway vision and not understanding that we are having these many triumphs on the way to the big triumph. And so we begin to get discouraged. We get disheartened. We feel like, well, here I am working at this school, making $30,000 a year for 7 years. I've been here for 7, 8 years. I am not following my dream. This was not my dream. And how do you know this wasn't your dream? How do you know that this wasn't a part of your dream? How do you know that that marriage that did not make it, that child that put you through, that relationship that was toxic, how do you know that these things weren't a part of your dream? Because if they come into your atmosphere and into your reality and they don't look like your dream, and you break and you give in and you lose yourself and you give up on following your best self because of these, because you thought that you weren't getting close to your dream, I'm saying that keep in mind that there is no finality with these dreams. When you say what you want to be, the creator is going to bring that toxic person into your life so that you can learn and grow. I am trying to tell you that I have learned to love myself, stand up for myself, fight for myself, dream for myself in extraordinary ways when I've been in the most depleting and depressing environments. It taught me because that was my challenge. Okay, if I give you the marriage that you want right off jump, you may not foster or grow or create and strengthen the sides of you that is going to be required for the real thing. And so now when I get the real thing, thank you, honey, that's worth fighting for, that's worth standing up for, that's worth contributing and being receptive in, I now can say my dream has come true. But my dream consisted of these many nightmares or those many dreams that I had to stand and sit in the middle. I had to be in dark places where I dreamt of better communication, right? I had to be in dark places where I dreamt of more freedom. We can get so desperate, right? We can get into these places where it's like, I want this, I want that, I want all of these things. And then we can get in a really desperate place where we're like, all I need is, right? We'll start going to that place like, look, I just need a date night. I need a massage. We lose track of if I could just, because what's happening is the creator is taking us dot to dot in our dream. He's taking us from being distracted by the distance and bringing us back into ourselves to say that you are looking somewhere else rather than right within yourself. Where if you begin to do this work internal, it's going to get you to your dream. And when I lose focus of my internal work, then the creator puts me in predicaments and situations where I cannot hide from the work I need to do. I cannot hide from the patience. I cannot hide from the confidence or the lack of, or the lack of self-esteem, or the needs not being met. I cannot lie to myself because the creator has put me in predicaments and situations to where I dream smaller to get to a bigger goal so that I am not so distracted from where I am. So I'm not saying that my big dreams go away. I'm saying that I am losing. I think that I can go to college without going through elementary and middle school. And so when I'm stuck in middle school for 3 years and I believe I should be in college, I may give up on my dream because it does not look like what I see in the future. And I'm not focused on what the creator is making in me right now. And I'm saying that when you realize what the creator is making in you, it is going to require your courage. So what we see, we believe, right? It only takes us to see something happen one time to believe that it is possible. It only takes us having to see something happen one time to believe it's possible. And for many of us, the only time we saw it was in here. So I know as an Aquarius, for those my astro buddies out there, look, y'all rocking with me or no? Y'all know that for those of us that believe in the universe and all things connected, there are so many things I only see in here I've never seen in real life. But once I see something in real life, confirm affirmation, confirm and affirm, moves me straight on to my next point, makes me stronger, makes me more capable, makes me more powerful, puts another puzzle into place. Why am I saying what we see, we believe, people? What does it have to do with our dreams or acquiring our courage? I'm saying that we have to have the courage to physically create and manifest something to move us towards our dreams, right? We can't always just be like one day. We have to sometimes speak to ourselves in the way of what is it that I need to see today that is going to confirm and affirm and put me closer to embracing the dream within myself. And it may not be the final picture. It may not be the mansion and the Rolls Royce. It may not be watching Black people walk free and move free. For those of our ancestors that fought in the civil rights movement, that we live a life that they had never had a chance to see, but they had to see one thing. They had to see Emmett Till's body in a casket to believe the horrific possibilities if we do not fight back, right? They had to see Rosa Parks sit down on that bus. They had to see droves of people walking to work. It wasn't the dream, but it was the physical manifestations that happened from moment to moment that got us closer to embracing our dream, our truth, our power, our greatness, our direction. So, what I am saying in our lives is that anytime you ask most children, right? You get children in middle school, you ask a young Black boy, what does he want to be when he grows up? He's going to probably say a basketball player, football player, or athlete. Or a rapper. Sorry. Why is he saying these things? Because he has been oversaturated with these images as they relate to him. So he believes 100% that this is a possibility for him. And then us as adults, with our mature minds, we're just like, do you know the one in the million chance that it would take for you to be a Steph Curry, or the one in the million chance for you to be a Ray Rice or a Little Wayne? We say that to our children. It doesn't sink into them, right? Because they see at least 20 to 30 famous rich rappers. They see on that basketball court at least 7 people on that team. So when we tell them it's not possible for you, the odds are slim, it does not matter. The facts don't matter to your spirit in that way. You have to see it and then you believe it. And that's why in droves, our children can believe the unthinkable about themselves And I'm talking about in a negative manner. And that's why, Andrew, because it's what they see. We can tell them they're powerful kings and queens. Somebody can tell me I'm a queen every day. But if I'm sitting down in the Department of Social Services and the food stamp line, if because I'm not getting the support that I need from the community and from the father of my child, then you're not going to tell me, but for so long, that I'm a queen and that I'm worthy of this, this, and that. Because I don't feel worthy when people are talking down to me and looking at me like I'm nothing, right? Because it's what we see that we believe. Okay, what we hear only aligns when we align our vision with it. So when our children see that their communities are garbage, we see the lack of love and support, we see the degradation of the Black family and the Black people, and then they hear that niggas are lazy, and then they hear that's what strengthens it. Okay, it's the hearing is second to what they see. So what I am saying is that in your life, you have to show yourself. This takes courage. This takes courage to do something that you haven't done. This takes courage to do something others don't believe you can do. It takes courage to fight for something you let go of a long time ago, something that seems foolish or childish or young minded. It takes courage to come out of your trauma to embrace a dream because trauma is familiar. You've become comfortable in it. You know for sure you can expect negativity, but you don't know if you can rest your head on positivity. It takes courage to do that. It takes courage to look for optimism in a place of immorality and degradation. And I'm saying that what you have to do for yourself is for the courage of your dream is you have to do things for yourself. Excuse me. I was just talking to my king this morning, and me and my best friend, we do this all the time. We're such geeks. We go and look at big, old, ridiculous open houses all the time. We don't just look at them. We dress up, we get all bougified, and we go to these houses that we cannot even afford to be in the vestibule of. And we walk around and we imagine where our children would sleep. This would be my room. I could work out over here. And we do that. You know why? Because my spirit needs me to see it, so that my spirit allows me to fight for it. My spirit allows me to move towards it. And what happens, I promise you, there are so many jobs, even in a place of desperation, right? My money is low, my children need. There's so many times when my spirit, this is the gospel, guys. This is 100% accurate. My spirit will not allow me to settle. And I will literally have conflicting conversations with myself, going in on myself like, girl, you being picky? What you being picky for? You need this job. What are you being picky for? You need this money. You need this. My spirit is saying, but my spirit, I just be like, what I'm not going to do. And you can't believe the people that know my story, know the wall that I'm up against, and be like, girl, you being picky? You saying what you won't do? I'm saying what I won't do. I'm saying what I can't do, right? Because my spirit won't allow me. My spirit has already seen my vision. It has already been exposed to what can be. And I can't backtrack once it is. So I'm saying that do that for yourself. Commit to yourself. I don't care what it is in your dream. Your dream is to be a supermodel. Commit to your fashion, to your photography, a time at a create just a little profile that you can see. Right? I was just speaking with one of my clients that I'm working with, and definitely always look and DM and message for those personal moments. I do in-person therapy at Third Eye Therapist, but I was just talking to one of my clients recently, a young woman, and I told her all you have to do is let the universe know you're here for the goodness. Doesn't have to be perfect. Show some consistency in a positive area of your life so that the universe can then your spirit will take hold of what it changes what's possible for it. So if you see it somewhere else, all you have, I'm talking about mentally. I'm not talking about what we intellectually can wrap our mind around. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. When they're aligned, you just have to see something done one time to believe that it is possible. How many times do children believe they can fly when they have never seen an adult in their home fly? They only have seen on TV a superhero take flight once, and that's it. I wish I could fly. Wish I could see through walls. I wish I could run faster than the average man. Well, who did you see do that? You live with me every day. You never see me take off down the street faster than lightning. But you only needed to see it done one time. Give that to your dream. Have the courage to give your dream an image every day. What it is you in your workout outfit every day, whether it is you in your prayer, whether it is you in meditation, whether it is you signing up for a class, whether it is you in a purging circle with other women or men, whatever it is, give your dream. Have the courage to give your dream a vision that makes it possible. And that takes courage. It takes courage in a world that tells you your dreams are small, your possibilities are slim, and you should settle for lack then or less than. That you should just be happy to be, to exist, and to have something. And I'm saying no. The creator did not bring me, did not go through the extreme and incredible divine process of bringing me into existence for me to have mediocrity. He did not give me a heart full of love and vision and joy and vibrancy for me to have a fraction of its contents. No, that's not the creator I serve. But the creator does want me to embrace myself, to face the challenges, to go through the transformations so that I am growing into the very dream that I see. And I'm saying we are here to do that together. So, what you see, you believe, and what the people around you see, right? There has been so many times my little sister looks at me like I am cuckoo caramba because my sister is by the book, right? She is straight and narrow. Like we say, go to school, get a job, make it such and such an hour, buy your house, buy your car. That is my sister. I just so happen to be the one that got to be dreaming in the stars and the clouds and reaching for a star and up above, all up above the world, right? But my sister always is baffled. She's like, yo, I swear God loves you, which I do believe that the creator does. Because how in the world are you? Because what has to happen sometimes is that you can't speak about your dreams and you can't dream about your dreams solely. You have to be about your dreams. And sometimes when you move and embrace yourself in a powerful and incredible way, and you debunk the myths of external superpower, and you show the world just what you're capable of with your internal power, you then encourage the dream in someone else. You encourage the drive of someone else. You encourage the creator, the mindset of embracing the creator in someone else because you show them just what your God can do and just how much bigger he is than any of the ideas that have been set forth around you because they all came from a source. And I'm saying that so when you give your vision, your dream a vision, and you do one small thing for yourself by embracing yourself, by loving yourself, by encouraging yourself, by speaking to yourself and listening to yourself, when you do that, you not only show yourself what you can do and just how far you can go and how great I am trying to tell y'all, I will bug myself out sitting in quiet spaces with my candle and my meditation music, meditating on an outcome or a reality that I need, talking to the creator from a very genuine and tuned in place, and voila, the next day. Do you know what that does for my confidence as a divine being, as a goddess? Do you know what that does for me when I have a vision that I tune into and then I see it? It only puts me closer to my godlikeness, my big power of self. And I'm saying that it happens like that not only for you, but the people around you. There are children out there around you that need to see you talk about that ice cream truck and manifest that ice cream truck. That need to see you talk about that yoga studio and manifest that yoga studio. They need to see you, they hearing you all the time saying, like, look, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, and they need to see you lose 20 pounds. I'm going to buy this house and see you buy that house, right? My sister has been a beautiful example. She has broken so many cycles and barriers for my family. And I'm saying people have needed to see the dreams come because we see and we can believe that takes courage. It takes courage to bring forth something in the physical that only started out in your mental. Well, who does that? Well, women who give birth to children all the time, right? Something that never existed, never was here. Now it's flesh, blown bones, blood, eyes, ideas. It's a whole person. Sometimes I look at these 5 people that I gave birth to, and I'm like, how did I make these people? They had to start from within me. That's how I made these people. I didn't bring them from out of thin air. They didn't come from off the shelf on Walmart. These people came from within me. Someone implanted something inside of me that I nurtured, I embraced, I believed in, I cared, and it grew and it became a whole individual. And I'm saying our dreams work like that, but you must have the courage. And any woman that has ever carried a child in life knows that if you ain't your strongest self carrying a child, I don't know who it definitely doesn't come from passive aggressiveness. It doesn't come from wishes and hopes. It comes from hard work, faith, and embracing. It comes from loving, nurturing, and doing. And that's how that happens. Because, oh my gosh, okay? And dreams happen that same way. So we're getting ready to get up out of this moment. My last point is just to reiterate, people, that the dreams are in the making. Have the courage. Have the courage. When you're sitting at that point in your life, when you're sitting in you know that you're in a place you don't want to be in. You know that you're better than that job. You're better than that conversation. You've outgrown this predicament. This space in your existence no longer fits you. You know that some people may be hurt or disappointed by a choice that adds and contributes to your vision. You realize that you are not moving to your drum, and that the vision and desire that was placed inside you has been watered down, stomped down, and ignored for long enough. You have to simply come into this affirmation, which is our affirmation this week, that my dreams require my courage. My dreams will require my courage to think bigger, my courage to believe in myself. Guys, let me tell you that every time I come through with a breakthrough moment in my life, I see something as clear as day that I couldn't see maybe so clearly a week or two before. But as soon as I see it as if it's sitting right in front of me, and I'm saying, I know exactly what I have to do now. Soon as that happens, calamity, distraction, destruction, discouragement. It's like, oh, shucks, she got it. Send out your best troops. It happens. And so for me to say, like, look, it doesn't look like the light's going to get paid this week. Don't look like I'm going to be able to make rent this week. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get, because this is what I'm focusing on. These are my distractions. But if my dream is to write this book, my dream is to touch these people, my dream is to start this series, then I'm going to do it in the midst of all of the craziness, because I had to embrace the power within myself. So I have to stop when it looks like it's not going to be possible, when it looks like I might be about to fall apart, when it looks like the world might be just closing in on me right now. I have to stop and say, but you know what? My dreams will require my courage. They're going to require me to get up when I feel like laying down. They're going to require me to smile sometimes when I feel like crying. They're going to require for me to fight when I am just so tired of fighting, when I think surrendering might just be easier on me. But I say, but my dreams, that vision that I had, that the Creator breathed into me at the beginning of my existence, it is going to require my courage. I am going to have to be able to do what they say I can't do. I am going to have to be able to endure the criticism and the name calling and the naysayers who are arrested to their own perspective and realities. I am going to say, but my dream requires me to move towards that I have not yet experienced. My dreams require me to be able to say, yes, I've seen it. I've seen Iyanla do it. I saw Beyonce do it. I've seen people embrace the great talents that they have and become super mega powers of the world and save the world. And their dreams come true in the process. Oh, they embrace those dreams and manifest them in the process. And so it is going to require me to have courage to do that. So when you are sitting on that job you don't want, and should I walk away? Should I invest in myself? Understand that where you have come so far has been training for your next place. Have you gotten to the point within yourself where you say, I can't come in here one more day? Because I have been through training of where I should be. The Creator has allowed me to dream more dreams. And therefore, When I have got distracted, I now have to have the courage to say, I don't know where the food gonna come from next month. Granted, I am not, as always, I am not encouraging anyone to lose their jobs, not be able to feed their families. I would never. Trust me. My crew has to eat. Y'all see my sons, they're like 6 feet. Okay. I got work to do. And I have a granddaughter on the way. I'm not saying play around with your money. I'm saying don't play around with yourself. Don't play around with your dream. I'm saying that when you see the opportunity where the creator has challenged, transformed, and moved you enough, you take it, you embrace it, and you say, my dreams require my courage. And sometimes the courage is staying on the job you don't want. Sometimes the courage is being around the people you don't like at the moment. Sometimes that's the courage. That's the strength you're moving on. I can't tell you which way or the other. I'm saying speak the affirmation to your soul, your spirit. Say it to yourself daily so that the answer to what your courage is resonates. It comes out of you. It is in everywhere that you see. The license plate in front of you, the new movie coming out, the commercial, the phone call, the conversation with your coworkers, to the point where you cannot deny that the creator is telling you what your courage will look like. And we know my courage don't look like that. And it's different for everyone. Some people's courage was going to get the vaccine. That was courageous for them. They were afraid of it. They didn't want it. They didn't understand it, but they felt that it was going to bring something better for them. That was courageous. And some people's courage was to stay away from it. Some people's courage was, I don't know what is going to happen, and I know what people are telling me to do, but I'm not feeling that within myself. So I'm going to have the courage and determination to stick to my. I'm saying it's different for everyone, and everyone is right as long as it is the desire within you. The dream that the creator gave you doesn't belong to anyone else. It may include other people, it may benefit other people, but it was not given to you so that everyone else will see it, agree with it, and embrace it. Everyone that's going to benefit from your dream is first going to have to wait for you to embrace it within yourself, for you to embrace and love yourself. And like they always say, it wasn't a conference call, right? The creator blessed us to link up to incredible people that help us to get where we have to go. But trust me, the dream came through you. If it's yours, your dream came through you. And thank the creator for people who see our dreams, who love them, who nurture them in us, who encourage them in us. But you have to go after it for yourself. Thank you so much for having this moment with me. Thank you for every week that you guys are sending people to subscribe, to like, to share. Trust me, this is the currency, child. And this is the way of the world. And we are going to get where we have to go by supporting and uplifting one another. And as I continue to embrace my dreams, trust and believe it's going to mean nothing but a better place for you to be. So continue, and vice versa. As you embrace and love yourself, the world will get only more beautiful. And as I need you and your hand and your spirit, you are going to be available because you embraced your dreams, because we believed in each other. So thank you so much for having this moment with me. As always, if you are interested and you live in the DMV area and you want to be a Moments member, where we have once a month in-person moment, we are in the month of March, where our saying is our soul's needs are our soul needs. That's our Harmony Original quote of the month. And we are dealing with, in this month, our soul needs are our soul's needs. And our in-person moments will be about bracing ourselves, loving ourselves. And this March, all of the Moments members are going to be getting up together to go to the Black Hair Experience Expo in the National Harbor. And we're going to be eating lunch, and we're going to be bonding and healing and growing. So if you live in the DMV area and you are interested in some in-person moments and connecting with some people on a regular basis, I was going to say women, but it's open to all women, and then in the that are really ready to go to another place one moment at a time, please DM me for that. Email me, any of that. And you are definitely more than qualified to join us and be a part of our in-person moments. If you would like to get to any of our videos before we started this series here on YouTube, I am available on Facebook at Harmony Davis. It's not hyphenated, so it's HarmoniDavis. on Facebook. You have access to all of our moments prior to this one. You have ways to contact me via DM. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for making this moment magical as always. And if I helped you feel good inside, please subscribe. Please share if you care. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Love, light, embrace your dreams, and remember, they require your courage.